Good evening, I'm Tips Mahoy and this is ArthIntel Evening Edition. Coming up, plane crash near remote military radar site in Alaska kills 8. 2 injured in stabbing attack at Canada Sikh temple. Man wielding a sword attacks high school in small Swedish town. 1 dead and several wounded, suspect reportedly in police custody. That plus a check of the weather across the country. We begin tonight with the top stories from around the world. A plane crash in remote Alaska has left 8 people dead. The crash occurred at the Cape Neuenam Long-Range Radar Site Airport, roughly 450 miles west of Anchorage. Among the victims were 2 employees of the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers. The crash happened on August 21, 2026. Police in Edmonton say 2 men were stabbed early Friday morning after a confrontation inside the Nanuksar Gurdwara, a Sikh temple. Officials say witnesses intervened and detained the attacker, a 27-year-old man with an extensive history of violence who had been released from federal prison just the day before and had failed to report to his halfway house. The 2 victims, aged 75 and 51, are described as worshippers and are in stable condition. Charges are pending as police investigate whether the attack was motivated by hateful ideology. The World Sikh Organization says the attack is deeply troubling and comes amid what it calls rising anti-Sikh hate in Canada, following threatening calls made last week to 2 Gurdwaras in Calgary. A sword-wielding attacker struck a high school in the small Swedish town of Fagersta, with the latest reports indicating 1 person died and 2 others were seriously injured. Police say a call came in reporting deadly violence at Brynolfskollen School, which has about 450 students aged 16 to 20. Officers say they fired at the suspect before arresting and detaining him, and other schools and public buildings in the town were briefly placed in lockdown. Swedish Prime Minister Ulf Kristersson called it a serious incident, saying authorities do not yet know what motivated the attack, but that police are working intensively on the case. Now to the political stories making news this evening. Your website should make you money, most don't. Toolbox Development builds sites that actually rank on Google and turn visitors into calls. No contracts. Find them at toolboxdevelopment.net. California State Sen. Aisha Wahab has won the special election to fill the congressional seat vacated by Eric Swalwell in the state's 14th district. Swalwell resigned in April following sexual assault allegations from multiple women, including former staffers, which he has denied. Wahab defeated BART board president Melissa Hernandez, who outraised her but was backed by millions in outside spending from super PACs, including one affiliated with AIPAC. Wahab campaigned on banning junk fees, expanding housing, banning congressional stock trading, and protecting abortion rights. President Trump's personal lawyer is threatening a $5 billion lawsuit against the liberal think tank Center for American Progress unless it retracts a report on the National Guard. That July 13th report found the Guard's deployment to Washington, Memphis, and Los Angeles had no measurable effect on crime, despite an estimated cost of $1.7 billion. According to the New York Times, attorney Alejandro Brito's letter claims the report falsely suggests the president deceived the public and staged a sham operation. CAP President Neera Tanden says the center stands by its research, calling the threat a baseless attempt to silence facts protected by the First Amendment. A federal appeals court has ruled that conservative activist James O'Keefe and his group Project Veritas had no First Amendment right to publish undercover video obtained through deception. The case stemmed from a 2016 sting targeting Democratic operative Robert Creamer, whose firm Democracy Partners had cut ties with the DNC after the footage surfaced. Judge Karen Henderson wrote that the operative who gathered the footage, Aaron Moss, committed fraud by infiltrating the firm on assignment from O'Keefe, and that he had no right to publish what she had no right to gather. The court did throw out a jury's original $120,000 damages award, though judges disagreed on what, if anything, should replace it, with one judge suggesting a nominal award of just $1/script/invoke. Finally tonight, sports. This spot is available. ArthIntel reaches a daily news audience on the Evening Edition and across ArthIntel.com. To advertise with us, visit ArthIntel.com. Baltimore Ravens wide receiver Rashod Bateman was arrested June 3rd in his home state of Georgia on misdemeanor charges of criminal property damage, reckless conduct, and battery, according to booking documents from the Walton County Sheriff's Office. The incident is highlighted by family violence. The Ravens tell WJZ they're aware of the situation, have been in direct contact with Bateman, and have notified the league office, but say they won't comment further while the legal matter is pending. Bateman, a 2021 first-round pick, re-signed with Baltimore in June on a 3-year, $36.75 million extension. Arsenal opened their Premier League title defense in style, cruising past Coventry City 3-0. Bukayo, Saka and Kai Havertz struck before halftime, with Martin Odegaard adding a second-half goal to seal the win. New signing Christos Tzoulis impressed on the left wing, earning a fantasy assist on Saka's opener, while the Gunners' defense didn't allow a shot on goal until the 86th minute. Arsenal next turned their attention to a tougher test away at Aston Villa. And finally, here's a look at temperatures across the country right now. It's hottest in Phoenix at 110 degrees, while Boston is the coolest spot on the board this evening at 69. That's ArthIntel Evening Edition for now, 8 stories, coast to coast. I'm Tips Mahoy for ArthIntel, signal over noise. Enable notifications to stay up to date, like and subscribe, and catch every headline on ArthIntel.com.